MT-15, the Hunter and the Hunted. Hello, while we will talk about missions, their official side, then rewards and last tips and tricks, you may see in background replay of successful completed mission. In this guide we will look at last from medium tank missions, but we will cover in missions from all 4 operations, as they have all same name, same description, they just vary with factor of more. First let's see what Wargaming have to say about them. You can turn the tide of the battle by taking out enemy tank destroyers. Think where you would position your tank destroyer if you drove one. This may be the spot where an enemy tank destroyer is hiding right now. Often, tank destroyers set up to cover the most common lanes of attack, so try hitting them from an unexpected direction. So that's for official description. Now have a look at requirements and rewards. Stag 4. Available for completion in medium tank of Tier 4 or higher. Primary objective, destroy 2 enemy tank destroyers for reward of 4 commendation and female crew member with bunk in barrack. Secondary objective, survive the battle for reward of 1 commendation and 50,000 silver. MT-28 concept. Available for completion in medium tank of Tier 5 or higher. Primary objective, destroy 3 enemy tank destroyers for reward of 4 commendation and female crew member with bunk in barrack. Secondary objective, survive and win the battle for reward of 1 commendation and 100,000 silver. MT-15A. Available for completion in medium tank of Tier 6 or higher. Primary objective, destroy 2 enemy tank destroyers that are 1 tier higher than your vehicle for reward of 4 commendation and female crew member with bunk in barrack. Secondary objective, survive and win the battle, also cause at least 2,000 health points of damage for reward of 1 commendation and 250,000 silver. Object 260. Available for completion in medium tank of Tier 6 or higher. Primary objective, destroy 4 enemy tank destroyers vehicles for reward of 4 commendation and female crew member with bunk in barrack. Secondary objective, survive and win the battle, also cause at least 3,000 health points of damage for reward of 1 commendation and 500,000 silver. Then let's talk about killing those tank destroyers. With those operations missions, they vary greatly in how we can approach to them. As you can see for Object 260 and T-55A we need to additionally deal quite some damage, and because of that, regardless for what mission requirements say, lowest advised tiers would be Tier 8 for T-55A and Tier 9 for Object 260. Another very important factor is that Wargaming actually cheat on their player base, and once you will have those missions, matchmaking will give you a lot of matches where you cannot fulfill those objectives because while your team consists 8 tank destroyers, there will be none or 1 in enemy team, but we start from that side of topic as related to it is objective of T-55A, where additionally those tank destroyers need to be tier higher, and here we are an interesting moment, because knowing that Wargaming rig their matchmaking to cheat on players, we can use it for our advantage. With this mission on, you will be so often highest tier in a battle like never before or after. What may be awesome if we need to grind some of medium tanks. But that is not all. Many of you might notice those players with very high win rate and stats driving in platoons all the time. They do it for purpose, and it may help us with those objectives. For T-55 it is obvious that platooning with friend tier higher will force matchmaking to give you higher tier battles, but it will also interfere with those algorithms set against personal missions, resulting in normal composition of teams. Now we have T-28 concept and Stag 4 missions. They are both very similar, and with them you can take true advantage of those low tier requirements. It should be a piece of cake, but if you still find yourself in trouble with them, there is very good strategy for all of them. When dealing with tank destroyers, you have to be more patient than they are, and really save your health, as you will almost surely take some hits while rushing to hug flank of those tank destroyers, because simply sniping with tank destroyers is generally bad idea. They are mainly about their good guns, right? Also, when fighting tank destroyers, there are two things to remember: that your medium tank also have decent camouflage, and that shooting tracks of tank destroyer always pays off. So have luck finishing them, as it is really worth it. I'm off leaving you with replay of successful completed mission. It shows one from T-55A operation. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.
Ready to fire. Target released. Enemy vehicle destroyed. We're immobilized. Penetration. Enemy armor is destroyed.